everybody's having a good time raiding in topside. That's what this video is going to be about. Basically, the basics of topside. As many hints and tips as I can give you regarding pretty much everything. We're going to do a little light run through just to try to see exactly what we see, and I can give you hints upon, so forth. We'll run into a little bit of everything. Here's the free loadout. You can choose a custom loadout or a free loadout when you go in. Use the free loadout off the rip. If you make it out, you can use this free load, like I stated in a different video in the basics of Speranza video. You can trade this to the guy at the clinic. I can't remember his name. Klaus or something like that. He's like a robot or a synth. You can trade these to him if you make it out for uncommon augments. But for now, we will do a free loadout. Let's see where we go. Alrighty guys, well don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think so far of the game, as well as anything you think I missed in this video. I'm going to do it more in-depth after this as well, once I get a little further in the game as well. I can tell you right now, I learned today, which is Monday, November 10th, you have, which is about a week or so, a week and a few days after launch, there's a glitch where you can get into pretty much any key room so far. So if you have keys, which I'll explain it in a more in-depth video, there's certain loot rooms you can get into where you can basically glitch into those right now. So I don't know when they'll patch that. I'll give it probably 5 days at the most. So here's Dan Battlegrounds, the first map you unlock. You unlock more maps as you level up, as well as cutscenes in the storyline. These are the lifts, the elevators, how you extract. And then the yellow is medium loot, and this is high tier loot, red. These buildings don't change, at least on this map. I don't know if they do on other maps. I haven't really paid that much of attention, but just know if it's a red, it's higher tier loot, and then medium tier loot. Sometimes there's events going on, like Harvester, which usually is over here. It'll have a queen guarding it, which is the biggest Ark machine. Ark is the robots. Whoever runs those, I don't know, but yes. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, that's old battleground. That's where the husks are. The big queens, basically. They're destroyed, but you can still harvest them and take their insides, which is just different material, metal parts, But there's lots of downed. I can't remember the name. Oh, Rocketeers. Lots of downed Rocketeers over here, where you can get easy Rocketeer drivers, which are epic materials. So keep that in mind as well. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and see what's up with the hydroponic domes and see what we can loot. Once you spawn in, you'll have a few little areas around you. They're usually unnamed and don't usually have too much to offer. I don't know what that sound was. I don't think it's a robot. I think it's like a bug. And you hear that pinging? That is a raider cache right here. Once you open it, the sound will stop. Oh, and look at that. We got a blueprint from a raider cache. Raiders caches usually give you anything from equipment, weapons, to ammo, and also blueprints. Blueprints you can use, as explained in my Basics of Speranza video. Blueprints are used to craft new guns. So I already have this, so now I can just sell it or give it to a buddy. That's the benefit of playing the game after your buddy. You could basically just, scavenge or take whatever his scraps that he doesn't need anymore. For now, we'll take all of this and see the ringing stop. So that's just a little tone that lets you know that there is a little cache around. So listen out for that. Yeah, definitely not too much over here. There's different spawns will give you better stuff. Honestly, you'll have more buildings to loot on some different spawns, but this one, not too great. L1 is your quick wheel. You can use anything, put anything here from quick moves. actually don't know what this is, but... Huh. I actually don't know what this does. But it's plugged in. I didn't know melee did that much damage to your stamina though. Alright, well I don't know what that is, but clearly that does something, right? Clearly this generator's on. And it's going to that. Weird, we'll come back for that at a different day. But this is your quick wheel. Put your heals and charge shield chargers on here. Grenades, equipment, anything like that. This is a field drop or something like that. It goes to the field house. You deliver this battery type thing to that, I believe, which is the field house. That's an arc right there. It's a wasp.
Up there. Hornet.
Oh, that's a hornet. Those are a little meaner. It goes ticks, little roly-polies, which is there's like a fire burner and then another name. And then goes wasps, hornets, rocketeers, leapers, queens, bastions, you know what I mean. There's all kinds of stuff. The queen is the biggest one, you'll know it looks like a spider. But anyways, you put this field crate right here into the field house deposit, and then you search this for cash, and it gives you decent stuff. It's lower tier stuff, ammo, bandages, shields, but especially after rip, this is a good way to just get some easy loot by delivering a little package. Alright, let's go back to the higher tier loot. Now beware, there are going to be more enemies around topside, especially around the higher tier loot. I love that I just hit that with a full clip of the kettle and it did not die. Alright, we'll see. One of those was a fireball burner, which gives you a fireball burner grenade thing. It's pretty weak. There it is. But you need it for challenges, as well as you need the fireballs burners to level up one of the workbenches. I believe it's the equipment workbench, I would assume, but I don't know actually. It's one of them. There's a turbo. I don't know if I've seen that yet. So far the loot is not top tier. Let's go to that building. That is a lever.
Find that old Baron.
They will jump far. And if you saw my short, they can jump up on top of towers as well, if you did not know. I don't know if there's another one of those over here, but it doesn't look like it. I think that leaper's getting close, isn't it? Wow, nothing in this red high tier loot building so far. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if it was already looted. We're only a few minutes into this session. At the beginning of each session, depends on the map as well as if it's a night raid or whatnot. It starts at 30 minutes. If you look at the timer at the top. There's another field crate. Oh, here we go. These are nice little caches. Well, I'm gonna have to kill that little tick. Ooh, light gun parts blueprint. That is actually really handy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and use this fireball burner on this tick. Thank you. I don't know if that worked or not. I think he just killed himself, to be honest, but wow. That's almost impossible. To kill something with the fireball burner is like impossible so far. I found out. Yep, so the loot here actually sucked. I mean, we got a blueprint, so we can't really complain, but there's only 1, 2, 3 buildings in the high tier loot in this area in the hydroplane. But back to the different maps and enemies. On topside, enemies will be more abundant the higher the map you go to. So once you unlock them, it kind of goes in tiers. Like, you hear damn battlegrounds, especially solo guys. If you're going solo, you have more chance of running into nicer people. I swear it's like that. You'll see for yourself. If you go in to the higher levels, like as soon as you go to buried, there's more chance of you getting killed by raiders. It's just how it is. Everybody knows there's better loot out there, so everybody's more inclined to kill each other. So honestly, speaking to people right when you run into them helps. If you speak first, it's a less chance of shooting. I can't remember the quote that I don't even know who I'm trying to, quote, but it was something along the lines of that. If you speak words first, combat or, malicious intent doesn't follow. So, keep that in mind. And in the higher loot areas, there'll be more raiders all the time, as well as by the extractions. Watch out for rats by extractions. I'm gonna head to that extraction right now and kind of give you the rundown of how it can go. Maybe we'll run into a rat and I'll show you how to avoid them. Mainly for extractions, you really want smokes. I don't have any smokes at the moment, but we can harvest these great million. This is how you make the herbal bandages that I showed in the basics of yep, I sure. Yeah, honestly, it's just better to dive out of the way of those. Yeah, the basic of Speranza video, I show you those herbal bandages. They're basically double regular bandages. All you need is the Great Million. These little bags usually give heals. Yep, herbal bandages. There we go. Speaking of... Alright, well we have a full backpack now. So we might as well head out towards that exfil. I wonder if it's still open. Since I took so long looting. It's 3 minutes and 24 seconds. I actually hear shooting over there now, so we're definitely gonna have to be careful. It looks like we don't have friendlies over here. This is a Rocketeer. Absolutely devastating. If it sees you, you're dead. 100%. Unless you can run straight into straight into a those were more drones being called from, I'm assuming, a snitch. We've got a squadron of Hornets right here.
Hornet.
The Rocketeer, yeah, if it sees you, you're dead. Unless you run into a building, immediately it'll kill you. And it's covering the freaking extract, which I think people are taking now, so I need to get over there. Yep. See, you can see the lights a little bit. They're flashing, which means somebody's called it. It'll change green once the elevators are down. See, the Hornets, they can't really see you topside too well unless you're in front of them. If you're behind them, they cannot see you. They don't hear you either. They do react to shooting, though. So far we have experimented with. It doesn't look like actually anybody's here yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to survey the area, make sure I don't see anybody hiding, trying to be a rat. The definition of a rat: hiding with the purpose and the main intention of taking somebody else's loot at the last minute or at a special area. I just made that up, but that is the gist of it. Basically not using skill. Oh, here we go, boys. We're about to have to use skill right here. If you shoot the engines on the back, they're usually weaker. That is a very good tip, especially fighting arc. Wasps aren't usually too hard. See, that was a common weapon. They drop it pretty easily. You get an uncommon, it's basically 2 shots. Oops, somebody's here, boys.
Don't shoot!
Let's see if they're friendly. Where did this come from? Ooh, this guy, this hornet is going to get me, unfortunately, guys. Hopefully this guy that we're running in here with doesn't kill me. That Rocketeer's here now, we damn sure. Oh, that seems like a... Uh-oh, that guy just got dropped. I really wasn't trying to throw grenades at him, I was trying to survive. It's not working right now. I've got 9 bullets. Get in, buddy, get in, buddy, get in. I don't know if that's a turret. Yeah, that's a wasp. Hit the button, hit the button. Good stuff, buddy. You made it. Good clutch. Alright, well that's the basics of topside for now. Back to Speranza we go. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought. Any tips you might already know that I missed. We'll get back to the better tutorial after this. See you guys in the next one. Peace.